He was born into a wealthy family, the sole heir of a large corporation. His life was filled with privileges and power, but deep inside, he felt empty. He longed for something money could never buy, true love. She was a poor girl growing up in a small slum in the heart of the city, and to abandon her education to take on various menial jobs to support her sick mother. Her life was a long chain of hardships, never once believing she deserved complete happiness. They met one rainy afternoon at the park near her home. She sat lost in thought on a bench, holding a bag of medicine for her mother. At that moment, he was just a stranger passing by, but her sorrowful eyes and petite figure captivated him. He approached her, holding his umbrella to shield her from the rain. She looked up, her eyes filled with surprise, and softly said, "Thank you." From that day on, he found ways to see her again. He visited the small diner where she worked as a waitress, buying food just to see her smile. Gradually, he discovered her gentle, pure nature, something he had never seen in anyone else. Then he confessed his feelings. "I like you," he said, his eyes sincere. "I want to take care of you and protect you." She stayed silent for a long moment, then gently shook her head. "Don't joke like that. We are from two different worlds. I am not worthy of you." But he didn't give up. He patiently showed up every day, bringing small gifts and heartfelt greetings. He never used his wealth or status to pressure her, because he knew true love had to come from the heart. She was touched by his sincerity, but her insecurities kept holding her back. One day she told him, "You don't understand. I'm not just poor, but I also have a sick mother to take care of. I can't love you." She didn't respond, only turned away to hide her tears. Even though she kept rejecting him, he quietly supported her. He asked his friends to cover her mother's medical bills and found her a stable job without her knowing. One day, he discovered her mother needed urgent surgery to survive. The cost was astronomical, but he didn't hesitate. He quietly sold a portion of his assets to save her mother without telling her. The day her mother was discharged, she learned the truth. She confronted him, tears streaming down her face. "Why did you do this? I told you I didn't want anything from you." He simply smiled and gently replied, "I didn't do it to make you love me. I just want you and your mother to be happy." She stood there, her heart filled with conflicting emotions. From that day on, she gradually accepted his presence in her life. Happiness seemed within their grasp. But fate took a cruel turn. One afternoon, he received an urgent call from her mother's doctor, a man who had once threatened to evict her family from their old home because of debts had come to the hospital demanding money. In the struggle, he was attacked while trying to protect her mother. By the time she arrived, he was no longer at the hospital. A security guard told her he had been severely injured and was taken away. She searched frantically for him. Finally, she reached the park where they first met under the cold rain. She found him lying there, his breathing weak. She ran to him, holding him tightly, her tears mingling with the rain. "Why were you so foolish? Why didn't you tell me?" He gave her a faint smile, his trembling hand brushing away her tears. "I wanted to protect you. I promised to always be by your side." After his death, she found a small notebook in his room, filled with notes about everything he had done for her, and the words he wanted to say but never got the chance. Every page was a testament to his deep love for her right up until his final moments. She grieved deeply, but she also realized she couldn't let his love fade into oblivion. She chose to live on, caring for her mother in his stead and doing good deeds in his memory. In her heart, he remained her light, the one who transformed her life with his unconditional love.
If you find this story touching, please give me a like and subscribe. Thank you.